Welcome to All Grown Up Now, Tales of a Checkered Past. I'm Kenneth D. King, podcasting from my studio near Union Square in New York City. This podcast is an evolution of the tale, All Grown Up Now, A Friendship in 3 Acts. This is Season 2, and it's called Tales of a Checkered Past. It's a collection of short stories from my salad days on up to the present. In each podcast, another self-contained story will be presented. Enjoy. With what's going on in the world, I just wanted to offer a short, amusing tale to take our minds off more serious matters for just a moment. So for episode 84, I call this little story, The Go-See. I was talking with someone yesterday about my lack of a Napoleon complex. He was remarking that I didn't seem to have a chip on my shoulder about my height. That's because I was the tallest in my family, so I really didn't notice that I might have been regarded as, well, short. Also, I've operated for the longest time in the belief that I am 5'6". It's on my driver's license, always has been, so it's official. I'm 5'6". Now, as an aside, I realized I had to edit the information from 125 pounds when I got my New York driver's license after the lady at the DMV gave me the side eye. So it wasn't until I got married and finally had health insurance that I found out the truth. I had my first physical since 1976. While taking down all of my information, the nurse at my doctor's office asked my height. So I said, 5'6". She looked me up and down. Her expression said, I don't think so. We'll measure, she said, and she pointed towards the scale, which had a height ruler. And that's when I found out I'm only 5'4". Years ago, before I started bleaching my hair, a friend of mine, a talent agent in San Francisco, called me one day. Hey, Ken, I need you to go on a go-see, she said. It's a TV commercial. That means residuals. They need average-looking guys under 5'6". Average-looking? I said. I think I'm a little better than that. Oh, just go, okay? Remember, residuals, a TV commercial. She gave me the address and time, which was later that day. My assistant, Shelley, was working, and she offered to drive me over. On the ride over, I questioned Shelley as to what to expect. Shelley's other job was as a model. She was beautiful in the style of Grace Kelly, and she worked quite a lot in print and video. Shelley explained how it would go. I would go in, they'd stand me in front of a camera, they'd take a front view, both profiles, I'd state my name, and fill in on the call sheet that I'd been there and which agency I was with. That was easy, I thought. I can do that. Residuals. We got there, Shelley parked the car and let me out, and she said she'd wait. Inside, I was greeted by the casting person who introduced me to the director. I was also introduced to a nurse. Well, she was a tall, lovely, blonde actress dressed as a nurse. Okay, now, you're going to do a little improv, the director said excitedly. Uh-oh. This wasn't going like Shelley said it would. But I said, residuals. Now, you're working in a hospital. You're a short intern. You're obnoxious. And you're hitting on this very tall, and she was, blonde nurse. He seemed excited at this. Uh-oh. What? I asked. I couldn't imagine for a moment how an obnoxious heterosexual male would hit on a woman. Yeah, the director said. Okay, go ahead. The nurse gave me a look that said, oh, honey, you're so not right for this part. But I thought to myself, residuals Act! Act! I gave it a valiant effort, trying to draw on my experience of hitting on men to inform the role. But hitting on isn't my style or skill set to begin with, let alone hitting on women. Besides, my friends say they can see I'm gay in satellite photos from space. That role was just too far against type. No, I didn't get the part. I found out as I was leaving that it was going to be a Little Caesars pizza commercial. Now I knew why Shelley waited for me. Perhaps she knew what was coming. Thanks for listening. You can get the audiobook All Grown Up Now on iTunes, Audible, and Amazon, or from my website, allgrownupnow.com. You can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, and Google Play. If you have any questions, you can reach me through the website, allgrownupnow.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Kenneth D. King, on Facebook at Kenneth D. King Design, or on my main website, KennethDKing.com.